Hey, Dan from Eagle here. Welcome back to our video series with tips and tricks for contractors when updating their resume using Microsoft Word. If you're always updating your resume, it's easy to suddenly have a lot of inconsistencies throughout it. Although it may seem like a non-issue, it can actually have an effect on how the reader perceives you professionally. Today we're going to take a look at some tips and tricks to quickly add consistency back into your resume. So here's the sample resume that we've already been working on throughout the rest of the video series. What I've done though is I've added a few mishaps that tend to happen in contractor resumes that we very often see at Eagle. And we're going to go through some ways to fix those really easily. First, you notice that throughout the text there's some different fonts as well as some different font sizes. If I know that I want everything to be the exact same font, everything to be the exact same size, then I can quickly change that with the Control A button. When I hit Control A, it selects everything. Now I can make one change. So if I go over here, I can change my font type, maybe Arial. I can change my font size to 11. If I really want, I can even change the font color and make it all blue. I'm not going to do that though. I'm just going to undo that. So I'll hit just undo. Perfect. The next piece that makes things really easy to change in Microsoft Word is the Find and Replace key. Find and Replace comes in great whenever I'm just trying to change a few words or one word of the same variant. So here I've got .NET written quite a few times, and each one is in a different way. So here it's capital N, here nothing's capitalized, down here everything's capitalized. I want to change it so that everything's capitalized. To do that, I'm just going to go to my Replace button, right up here. The Find and Replace button opens. I type .NET in, and it can be any format, and I replace it with the format that I want it. So here everything's in capital letters. When I hit Replace All, it automatically changes everything. Now, of course, in this situation, it's fairly simple. There were only 3 scenarios. But with IT contractors, you often have 20 projects, and you list a lot of the technologies over and over and over. So this is a simple way to make sure all those technologies are written the same. You could also apply it to other spelling types. For example, if you notice you spelt a word wrong throughout the entire resume and you want to change that, or maybe you've been writing things sometimes the American way, sometimes the Canadian way. So for example, color, if you added that extra U, other times you didn't, you could use Find and Replace to change it to make it all consistent. A final great way to add consistency is to take advantage of the Styles feature in Microsoft Word. Styles are just like styles in web development, CSS. You can create a common style and apply it to different areas. You can find them all up here in the Styles bar, or by clicking this button right here, it'll open up all your styles for you. So let's say, for example, I like this way that it says summary, and I want to apply it to all my sections. I could just try to apply it like I've done here and remember exactly how it works. But even easier, if once I'm happy, I can highlight it, go up to my Styles section. If I open this area, and go down right to this button right here, it's going to say New Style. As I click that button, everything's already formatted for me exactly how I want it. So I'm going to click and call it, let's say, heading. I push OK. And now every time I want to make a heading, I just hit Skills, Heading's now up here, and I hit that button. Everything changes. Now let's say I look at it and say, hey, I like the heading, but I'd rather it all red. So I'm just going to go to my heading. I can right click and choose Modify. Now I can go change a whole bunch of things. I can change my color to red. I may also want to go to Format and Paragraph and change it so that the spacing's always got a few points before and after it. Now this is applying it to all of my different sections. So once I get all of my styles completely done, I can easily go through and change everything to that style. If I decide it needs a lot of work, I can hit that Control A button again, go up to the Clear Formatting button right here. It's a little eraser with letters, and it clears everything. Now I can just go through and manually change all my styles as I want them. And those are some quick and easy ways to just make my resume a lot more consistent. If you have any other questions about consistency, feel free to ask us. We'd love to give you some hints. Until then, have a great day and happy resumeing.